Cupped in my hands is the wisdom light and the wisdom jewel. I am in the heart of the Sangha of the Buddha that is in the great central sun, and I arc, a strong arc from that point of light to the point of this heart and messenger, and I am fully overshadowing her, and my presence is seated here. In the sweetness of wisdom, in the strength of wisdom, I come to establish the sun in the zenith and in the cardinal points. For I am the fulfillment of the sun and the bearer of the 3 jewels. These jewels are the threefold flame of my heart. Thus I embody and I am the Buddha, the Sangha, the Dharma, and the Mother Flame. I am grateful to be called to speak to devotees of the Buddha in the land of the West that is surely becoming the Buddha land, the Stupa land. How the joy of hope and the hope of joy as wisdom's flame can instantaneously manifest from the thought of a cosmic being to your heart, with no passage in time and space, but simply be there. I have established an arc that you might practice, traversing this arc to the central sun and returning again by powerful thought, visualization, and mantra. When you link your hearts to Christ and Krishna, you do enter the Dhyani Buddha's meditations. For our meditations are of the grid of cosmos and the mind of God. We are in perpetual meditation in the figure-8 flow twixt the spirit-matter cosmos. Thus in this meditation we sustain the capacity of any Son of God to contain the pattern of a cosmos and hence a cosmos. By our ratification of this grand design, we are the open door whereby you first enter into it and you second receive it, entering in to you. Thus weave in and out by the tracing of the mind, from the spirit to the matter cosmos, from the matter to the spirit again. When you take moments to close your eyes, to fix your gaze upon the star, Sirius, you can visualize your journey there as a series of figure-8s, each one allowing you to accelerate from earth vibration to the vibration of this God star. because you have called upon us and loved us and sought us and sought the power of our wisdoms to overcome the poisons. 5. We send forth on the secret rays our electronic presence. When you can manifest and sustain the magnet of love and joy, whereby this is always possible. Thus know the sweetness of Gautama, and remember, ours is a ruby ray action. Ours is the baptism by the sacred fire of the ruby ray. And within the ruby ray sealed are 5 secret rays. Thus, this is a level of Buddhic initiation which comes after the baptism by water, the baptism by fire, wherein you are prepared to move on. Oh, the Holy of Holies does await the soul's ascent. Thus the ritual for soul purification, when engaged in with such sweet fervor, does allow you to rise each day by increment. For do you know, this is a ritual of exorcism by light. And when you invoke light, you empower a cosmos to send back to you precisely the quality of light you require for healing, wholeness, for all that must be done in preparation for each victory to be won, each initiation to be entered into. Light, being all light, includes every ray, some rays you have never even heard of. These rays return to you in a spray of needle rays from the one shaft of light you have invoked. Therefore it is good, even when in prayer sometimes, to invoke the light and command the poisons to flee, together with their demons and entities, together with their false hierarchies, and to command them to flee not only your body temple of light, but this entire planetary home. And then you will see how the forces of the Buddha's many will catch them as they are flung off from the earth, for their vibration may no longer remain. Oh, such joy to see all of these unclean spirits and foul spirits flung from the earth into the waiting nets of the angels of the Buddhas, and how they rejoice to capture them and take them and cast them for dissolution in the light, light, light of the lake of sacred fire. This place of the universal solvent dissolving all does liberate more light and more light and more light, and a percentage of it goes directly to you, for you have made the call. This is true recycling, beloved. Would it not be a grace if all things physical that have served their purpose and are no longer needed could also be thus transmuted? It is already so on the violet planet, where the violet flame is used for all everyday work and jobs and responsibilities and the care of that planet. One of these nights, guides, we have decided that we shall take you as you perform this ritual for transport and holy work to the violet planet itself. We would take you on tour there, that you might truly have recorded in your members how great, how great, how great is the gift of the violet flame. The violet flame and the giving of violet flame decrees is surely not drudgery, for this is a singing flame. This flame transmutes drudgery. It does not create it. And thus, with the violet flame all around and through you, never neglecting at least a simple mantra in any prayer session, you will see how no work is drudgery at all, but a continual recreation in the ritual of the violet flame as it flows from all of your chakras and being and all of your cells, as it sweeps down from your mighty I Am presence, lifting the burdens of humanity. The violet flame is the key to the heart of the Dhyani Buddhas. For upon that violet flame, as you make the transition from the seventh ray, you do enter the secret rays and all of their power. When you are saturated with the violet flame, it is impossible to be without joy, without happiness, without victory, without the sense that nothing and no person, place, condition, or thing can ever take from you your victory, your purpose, the keeping of your vows, and all things that God desires for you, and all things that it is lawful for you to desire. You will find then that the Dhyani Buddhas do embody the sweetness of all Buddhas. We are at once in a stage of hoary wisdom and fulfillment and babyhood. Thus, you can visualize the Buddhas as babes in arm, as wise men, as fathers forever and sons forever, and full of the Holy Spirit, whereupon we arrive at such a pure and simple, gentle love of the Divine Mother that we cannot be separated from her for a moment. The dreams of all babes and children come true, for nevermore is our hand out of the hand of the Divine Mother. Thus, this sweetness is contrasted in our innermost being by a momentum of sacred fire so vast that I desire not to even give you a comparison, a co-measurement of it, for I would not have you visualize us in such extents of the expansiveness of our auras, or of the concentration of light that we bear. But I will give you this one clue and secret which you may surely apply, and that is, when you seal your cloud of infinite energy which you invoke for the sealing of this Sangha so precious to the Lord, remember to name the 5 Dhyani Buddhas and ask us to seal your cloud with our great power, sufficient to the consuming of all evil and evil intent directed against the light of every Son of God on this planet and through the entire matter cosmos. And the great law will allow us to do it, and we shall. But inasmuch as that light, beloved, must be anchored in the physical octave through you, we will only release it through those who have proved again and again that they can hold God harmony in any circumstance. We give you this promise, I, the spokesman for each one of us, that you might find a very real, a very compelling reason to at last make your vows to God harmony. I shall not be moved from my seat of God harmony. I shall not be provoked. I shall not be tricked. I shall not be trapped. I shall not be manipulated to move from my seat of God harmony. O ye who are the blessed, O ye who are the blessed throughout the earth, O ye who are the blessed, may you know that as your love of God harmony increases, and you are one with that great being, harmony, you are also one in the Divine Mother, one in the inner sound of cosmic music. In that place, beloved, I must tell you, when you are in this physical octave, the planetary forces of inharmony and dissonance and discord and all of their false hierarchies that have contrived to keep the youth and all the world in a state of inharmony, agitation, argumentation, and anger and aggression through rock music and drugs and stimulants and all manner of chemical substances that cause disturbance in the body, in the precious body, in the precious body. These forces of hell themselves will array themselves against you. Therefore, we would desire to see accomplished in this court, through the blessed Son of Light, El Moria, labors in which these forces of anti-harmony are named, and we would desire to see you make the calls for their defeat through the eye of Lord Shiva, the eye of Lord Shiva, the eye of Lord Shiva. Thus, beloved, you will reach a point of equilibrium where, as the rings of harmony increase round about you, so all forces who would assail or would have assailed shall no longer, for they shall know of a certainty by the writing in the sky that all who have tried it before them have been bound and taken and judged, there in harmony judged by the manifest God harmony of the blessed in the earth and in a cosmos. Yes, beloved, choose well your flame, your God flame, for your God victory and your God ascension. And if I would meet you in the way, I would say to you in the name of the Divine Mother, be wise, choose the flame of God harmony, and know it contains all others. For the definition of harmony is the harmonization of all rays of God. And therefore this flame of harmony is white fire, but the melody of rainbow rays and secret rays is often played across it as an angel would run her hands over the harp or zither or other instruments of heaven. In this, then, you will see that God harmony is the power, wisdom, and love to defeat every enemy of the Buddha, the Sangha, the Dharma, the Mother, and each and every bodhisattva and child of light, each chela and disciple and servant of God. Breathe in the flame of harmony. The outbreath of harmony, beloved, is peace at last. Surrender unto harmony. Know true resolution. Know the honor flame. Know the bliss. Oh, the bliss that passes every possible pleasure of the senses and sensations of this world. Oh, the bliss of God. Oh, the bliss of God. I woo you to the heart of the Mother, as bliss is the nectar that opens the crown chakra, as bliss is the elixir that quickens and balances the physical and spiritual heart. Oh, beloved, true bliss is harmony. True bliss is harmony. I would that you could, within these bodies, know this ray and keep it. For I tell you, there are unnamed, unknown cosmic beings waiting to literally rush in with their angels to assist you in all things that beset you. But they must stand behind a certain barrier, for around this earth there is a barrier of light that does not allow discord to transmit further to other systems or planetary bodies. And there are cosmic beings who by law may not enter that barrier around the earth. They may not step into a force field of discord. The only way they may enter, beloved, is by your ray and arc piercing through it that maintains the tie to the central sun, and I have given to you that arc this night. If the cosmic being can follow this arc to your heart and auric egg that is sealed and maintained in love's sweet harmony, then the cosmic being may enter planet Earth through you and do those things that they long to do to rescue the blessed. On the other hand, beloved, spacecraft gather to this planet. They come with their technology, and they will project every ray of aggravation, of stupidity, of stupefaction. They will project the most aggressive mental suggestion you could ever want to wrestle with in the force field of your mind, in the precincts of the mind. Their rays penetrate in the night. They awaken you. They cause you to be burdened to the uttermost. And if they could find lodging in the mind, they would push you to the brink of self-destruction, convincing you that all is lost, that you cannot win. You might as well throw in the towel and scatter your life to the winds. These projections are ferocious. Thus, on the one hand, you do have the initiations of Maitreya, and on the other, of the seed of Satan. God must allow it, for you cannot come up higher and be ill-prepared to deal with so great a light and so great a darkness. Only you can decide the day and date of your vow to the flame of God harmony, your determination to be that place wherein a cosmic being may enter. Since in harmony comes through the mouth before it is physically manifest, I suggest you practice silence when you know that that which you will speak will be discordant. Hold your peace. Hold your peace. Hold your peace, and thereby hold your harmony. Hold your harmony. Hold your harmony. And beloved, resolve this problem that boils in the pot of the belly. Go to another location, move yourself physically, for this is most important in fulfilling this test. When you are beset by projections, or you are bursting with anger towards someone, say, "Excuse me, but I must be elsewhere for some moments, and I will return." If possible, place yourself at a distance of miles, but at least go where you can find your peace in God and remember the steps of the path and give your count to 9 decree. And when you have that peace and that harmony and that love in your heart, come back to the scene and pour it upon the troubled waters. Blessed hearts, when you have this victory and you have held that tongue and you have rechanneled that light of the mother that the force would channel into anger, you will look at the situation that has thereby been resolved, and you will walk away, and you will laugh, and you will laugh, and you will laugh until they may nickname you the Laughing Buddha. For you will be so happy, happy, happy that you have gotten the victory over these things which have beset you for centuries and which have given you a karma of centuries. Oh, to have the victory over self in such God's self-mastery, and to know that in having that victory, you have defeated all of the armies of the Goliath, of the Nephilim spacecraft, etc., etc. Oh, beloved, think of it. Think of such a victory that causes them then to receive back upon themselves their own anger, and they become enraged, and their rage multiplies their anger, and thus they are self-consumed, and the ruby ray does its work, and you have not been touched at all. You did not fall. You gained your points, and you need not step backwards down the ladder. You will continue to ascend Jacob's ladder across a cosmos itself. I bid you welcome to the plane of perpetual joy. May you know this, that by your love and your calls, we five have come closer to earth than in many thousands of years, and truly you have brought the delight of illumination's golden flame for the quickening, the rebirth, and the resurrection of the true path of Buddhism, and of Lord Gautama, Lord Maitreya, Lord Dipankara, our Sanat Kumara. Now then, beloved, espouse the noble cause of love and love's harmony, and see what twinkling miracles will manifest, which are not miracles at all, but the miracle of your determined God self-mastery. We are the waiting cosmic bridegrooms, waiting for our brides. Come. Let us go to our place of rest in silence.